We hear about people being barred from all-you-can-eat, or AYCE, or ACE, buffets for eating too much every now and again. Many of us can recall seeing signs of gluttony at a buffet. Plate after heaping plate of food returned to the table, a stack of half-empty plates left behind, and the sweaty, glazed expression of someone who has eaten far more than they should have. When you combine unfettered consumer gorging with moderate rates and the reality that the average restaurant has a wafer-thin profit margin, $1.07 on a $40 bill, or roughly 3% according to one research, how do ACE buffet restaurants exist, let alone earn a profit? If you want to know the hidden truth about how all-you-can-eat buffets trick you into thinking they're not making any money, then stay tuned till the end of the video. The ACE Fill the Customer Belly Cheaply metric. At its most basic, the ACE buffet restaurant manager's primary responsibility is to fill the customer's stomach as inexpensively and rapidly as possible. However, in order to satisfy customers and keep them coming back, ACE buffet managers must do more than just serve food. They must create the impression of offering a wide choice of high-quality culinary items. At the same time, they must manage customer preferences and portion amounts while minimizing food waste. Let's have a look at how each of these tasks is carried out in a buffet restaurant. Flexible menu design. Any successful restaurant keeps food and beverage expenditures at or below 30% of sales. ACE buffets, believe it or not, can do this fairly effortlessly. In comparison to other restaurants with defined menus, an ACE buffet offers more options. It can, and frequently does, vary its menus every day based on what is cheap and available. Cheap veggies and meats. The ACE buffet menu is based around inexpensive ingredients and foods. When purchased in quantity, vegetables and lower types of meats are surprisingly economical. For example, a 50-pound bag of potatoes costs approximately $6 from a wholesaler, while a 50-pound sack of carrots costs around $9. 50 pounds of food is a lot of food. Such ingredients can not only be used to make healthful side dishes, but they also go a long way towards filling customers' stomachs. When it comes to meat, cheaper fish such as tilapia are utilized instead of salmon, as well as lesser types of beef. Seasonal ingredients. Seasonal foods are introduced to the buffet menu to improve food quality. Fresh tomato-based dishes and crawfish dinners, for example, are substantially less expensive to serve throughout the spring and give clients the impression that they're obtaining high-quality foods without the accompanying expenditure. Squash and pumpkin-based meals perform similarly in the fall. When the price of a staple, such as pork or beef, falls dramatically, more meals that use it are provided. When its prices rise, the expensive protein is removed from the menu and replaced with something less expensive. Ingenious ways of controlling portions and influencing choices. The manager's next responsibility after creating the menu is to influence the things consumers put on their plates and how much they take. While food scientists have recently established a cottage business out of researching various methods of regulating people's portion sizes, buffet restaurant owners have been using many of these concepts for decades. Instead of consumers attempting to regulate their own mindless eating, the ACE buffet manager is interested in reducing or redirecting their thoughtless eating towards cheaper goods. You can see what we mean if you go to any Chinese or Indian buffet. Here are some of the ways they introduce food choices and control client portion levels. Full-sized dinner plates or oversized soup bowls are rare. Instead, half-sized plates and ramekins are provided, restricting the amount of food that may be consumed in a single trip down the buffet line. This constraint is exacerbated by the fact that utilizing smaller dinnerware naturally leads to decreased consumption. In one study, even nutrition experts were found to serve, and then eat, 31% more ice cream when given a bigger 34-ounce serving than a smaller 17-ounce one. Did you know that several commercial dishware manufacturers offer smaller-sized plates and bowls to their ACE buffet customers? These product lines are referred to as buffet lines. Water and soft drink glasses are huge. Water is free, and soft drinks are extremely cheap with exorbitant markups. As a result, the effect of larger glasses on customers' drinking habits has now been reversed as compared to plates. Providing large soft drink glasses has the twin effect of increasing soft drink sales while also filling consumer stomachs. Silverware is at a premium. Many buffet restaurants only grudgingly provide a change of cutlery, forks, knives, spoons, and others, implicitly decreasing the number of courses people will consume. Chopsticks, on the other hand, are widely accessible in Chinese buffets since they slow down the rate of eating. Starches and veggies take precedence. Many buffet lines are dominated by inexpensive carbohydrates and vegetables, whereas pricey proteins and desserts are scarce. More expensive dishes are cleverly provided in smaller pieces or sizes. A dish of fish, for example, may be chopped into 3 or 4 pieces, and a chicken pot pie could be displayed in single-serving quantities rather than on a huge pie plate. Food choices are strategically placed. Food choices are presented strategically. A somewhat pricey main, such as a platter of steak, will be flanked by 4 or 5 cheaper vegetable side dishes, while more expensive sweets, such as pies, will be encircled by fruit platters. According to studies, when such options are available, consumers tend to choose and consume more veggies. The steak, hog, and fish platters are barely loaded, discouraging multiple servings, whereas the potato and rice trays are massive and overflowing, encouraging large servings. Not all buffet goers overeat or are price sensitive. Most individuals eat the same way they do anywhere else when they go to an all-you-can-eat buffet. The estimated body mass index, or BMI, of clients was substantially predictive of their eating patterns, according to a thorough observational research of 213 patrons at all-you-can-eat Chinese buffets done by psychologists Brian Wensink and Colin Payne. Those in the lowest BMI tertile, the bottom third, were more than twice as likely to browse the buffet first, 71.0% versus 33.3%, nearly 3 times as likely to use chopsticks rather than a fork, 23.5% versus 8.7%, and chew more times, 14.8% versus 11.9%. Surprisingly, all customers left very little uneaten food on their plates, less than 10% of what they had served themselves. Another ingenious study changed the pricing of an AYCE Italian buffet and discovered that when it was priced at $4 rather than $8, customers rated their first piece of pizza as less good, less satisfying, and less pleasurable, with a negative trend in enjoyment. Clearly, getting a good rate was not the most important consideration for these buffet goers. All of this is fantastic news for proprietors of buffet restaurants. It implies that not all consumers will overeat, and that relatively few people squander a lot of food. Having huge groups of clients, coworker groups for lunch, or families for dinner means that even if some people in the party overeat, they're balanced by others who undereat, and the AYCE buffet's profit margin is maintained. Furthermore, not all AYCE buffet customers are price conscious. By keeping the food items in the buffet consistent, increasing costs may actually improve their experience and keep them coming back. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and do not forget to subscribe to get updates on our next videos. Thank you for watching.